Good afternoon. Don Steele. We're continuing with Date Young Women, updated for the 21st century. I'm up to chapter 6 of 26. Understand yourself. Let me quote Socrates. You may have heard part of this quote somewhere before. My friend, care for your psyche. Know thyself. For once we know ourselves, we may learn how to care for ourselves. Socrates, about 400 BC. That's a long time ago, 2,500 years ago. Got the basics down. We do the same thing nowadays. To date young women, you have to understand yourself, whether you're 18, 28, 38, or 48, or 58, or 68, or 78. You have to know yourself. You have to know what you're doing, why you're doing it. Here we go. At 38, my give a shit curve peaked. If you're like me, what used to be important isn't. A corner office with a walnut wastebasket no longer has any significance. A nicely mown lawn, a clean workbench in the garage, who gives a shit? But those young females, those beautiful, alive young females, ooh, they're right up there. In fact, what could be more important? Well, what? This chapter is aimed at older guys. It won't hurt you to read it or listen to it. It might save you some years not chasing the wrong dream. I won't even remember how cleverly I blocked Harvey's attempt to transfer steel, part of my budget, back in '79. If I do recall, I doubt it will give me any pleasure, even if he was a formidable office politics opponent. Company politics and intrigue used to be fun. Damn, I used to enjoy outthinking assholes like Harry. These days I get beat often. I was writing this book on company time, as I did all my books, by the way. Much more important things are on my mind. Crucial decisions await. Should I call Betsy back or let her wait a couple of hours? Maybe I ought to call Ann first just to chat, see how she's doing after our first date, check what the vibes are. Nah, I should go over there right now and make an appearance. I'll call Betsy later. Last Monday morning, the kiss asses were busy hovering around our alcoholic, muddle-headed division manager, plotting their end run for Tuesday's staff meeting. Jim managed to let me know right after lunch. I could have shortcut those dicks, but it would have taken half the night. It's not worth the effort anymore. My values are different now that I know I'm going to get old and die. I spent the rest of Monday afternoon bullshitting with Ann, the big round redhead in building 20. She asked me to come over for Monday Night Football. Right, and I'm going. Sure, I got blown away at the meeting. Knowing the Grim Reaper is waiting helped me make my choice. So I don't make department head. I made Ann twice. With a little help from your friends is the paragraph heading. Learn by now, no one can take care of you except you. You're going to get tons of unasked for advice on how to get it back together so you can keep on keeping on. You know how to age gracefully. Heard this yet? What's the matter with you? Act your age. Don't make a fool out of yourself. Don't embarrass us either, for Christ's sake. Stop this nonsense. Can't lead anywhere. Make up with your wife. She's an understanding person. Put your life back together. What do you mean, fuck off? Maybe you should see somebody about this. You're acting crazy. To be terrified of dying without ever having lived is not crazy. Your lover lying in your arms, grinning a satisfied smile, proves you're not crazy quicker than any bearded, self-righteous shrink. He'll charge you $100 an hour to tell you it's okay to have these feelings. Everyone does at your age. They're just feelings. Feelings aren't wrong. Actions are wrong. Talk about young women. It'll make you feel better. It's normal to want them. Puke, double puke. Take that money and buy Tracy a gold ankle chain. That's much more productive as long as you expect nothing in return. Maybe you are crazy. Everyone seems to think so except you and me and a few thousand experts on middle age. We understand. I've gone through everything you're struggling with. It didn't kill me. You're like a motherfucker, yes. But I'm still here, and I'm going to stay here. I'm not going back to a miserable, boring, empty marriage and a mind-numbing career to be successful. No, I don't think so. What good is success when you're miserable, bored, horny, empty, and lonely? What use are club memberships, electronic toys, weekend cabins when you're going to die in the end? Do you want to look back and remember, I was a big shot. My office was on the top floor with a big desk and a credenza. It's my turn. I paid my dues. I earned the right to exist on my terms, to be with whom I want, when I want. You must think it's your turn, or you wouldn't be reading this book. Are you still alive? Once you know you're going to die, it's natural and normal to seek reassurance you're still alive, proof you have a life left to give and share. Others think we should somehow know we're alive, think we should somehow accept middle age, old age, and death gracefully. Fuck others. They think, period. Not me. I wanted to know, not think. I'm a desirable alive man. I sought irrefutable hard evidence. When your young lover takes you in her body, you'll interpret her act of giving as the same ultimate evidence as I did. You are alive. She, the essence of life itself, proves it. Everything else will and be and is intellectual dog shit. I interpret it the same way. Sex is life. Life is sex. Making passionate love with her at 6 on Monday morning will be reassuring with a capital R. Life will be worth living again. She'll bring you joy, pleasure, softness, and innocence back into your world. You will have a reason to make money, a purpose, something to look forward to. You'll be able to go out there again where the mediocrity and assholes call the shots. Another viewpoint, mine. Seen that 70s movie, Middle Age Crazy? It's true, except for the money-grubbing Hollywood happy ending. He resigns himself to spending the rest of his life in suburbia after reconciling with his wife. Fuck that. The way I look at it, you can go back to being married anytime. You can go back to dating divorced women with kids at any time. Still get your body into shape so she's attracted to you on a physical level. You can make love like an 18-year-old when she's 20. The next 10 years can be the best decade of your life if, and only if, your motives are ethical and practical. The next chapter.